Hello, everyone. So, some action today, and this is what we've been expecting. As I mentioned earlier, that some action to the downside is now required uh, because that is where now we will be able to comfortably take the position, and that's what has happened today. So even going straight up for a few days. Now Nifty has shown some resistance from the upside, and now is the day that when it moved down with some bit of selling pressure, and that can be seen from today's trading session. So Nifty has again in the morning it just gapped up, right? And when it gapped up, the again the situation was similar as it was yesterday morning, that it might again just chop around throughout the day, and then might go up and go and come down. But that that did not happen. Even just when market gets open, even after a few minutes the markets came down very hard. So this is where around 9:55, when selling has started and markets just slammed down, right? It just came down so hard and so fluidly that at that time most of us were not able to understand that what is happening. Has the selling with its full force started, or it's just a small correction which we are seeing today? But this indication, this selling was enough to give us the message that today it's not going to go up, right? So even if market will chop around and will gradually move upwards, still it will face the resistance from the upside, and that was very much clear around that time. Now, few questions. Let's see what has happened, and then try to analyze or try to understand what can happen tomorrow. So when prices came down here, the first question comes in mind that why it stopped here, right? Because there wasn't any support. Even it has crossed the gap of yesterday, right? This was the gap, but it just crossed it. Then why it stopped here? Well, one reason could be that it came very near to the rising 200 MA. Rising 200 MA means that the prices in the hourly time frame were still in the uptrend. That could be one reason. Second reason could be that if you can see that yesterday it created a small support area here, from where Nifty took support and prices gap up open today. So when it reached again to this area, buyers stepped up, and it looked like that it is just retesting this area. So these could be two reasons that why Nifty initially stopped here. But in the move like this, it becomes hard to take the decision to understand that what should we do now. Should we go short, or should we wait for some time and then take the action at the appropriate location? So after this move, now this move that comes down so fluidly without any without taking rest, such moves calls we call such moves as climactic. So after the climactic moves, prices tend to move higher, because in a climactic move there were no resistance to the upside. So what prices needs to do is that when it goes up again, or when it rallies back, it doesn't face any resistance. So it has to create one if it really wants to come down again. So that was the situation. So prices moved again, right? They chopped around for some time, especially in the middle of the day. And then this was the time, right? This pattern which took some support here, right, after moving up and trapping some buyers, it came down hard. So if you can see, there were few instances where I'm pretty much sure that buyers got trapped. So one situation was this: when after prices moved up, they rest for a while and then there is a breakout, but then this breakout got failed, this breakout got failed, and then this breakout got failed, and then prices didn't even reach to these highs. And if you can see, this is small topping tail that shows that prices when open here, they try to move up, and there must be some traders who were trying to buy here, but prices came down, they took the support out, and from there prices moved back down. Now this is what has happened today, right? Now no At the end of the day, what prices have done is they made a measured move. So that means that prices came down, they rallied back for a few points and came down equally to the move which it created here. That is called a measured move. Now, after a measured move like this, what is expected is that prices should either take a rest or should rally to the upside. So that is what the expectation is. And if you can see, prices have closed within the range of support which it created in the hourly time frame. So we have a measured move, and then we have prices which are within the range of support zone. So expectation is that prices might, either gap a few points, right? Or they just open somewhere in this area, in this zone, within the zone, and then probably they will come back down again. Now, the points that we should note here is that we are below all the moving averages, right? So if prices open somewhere here in the within the zone, or even outside the zone tomorrow, we should wait for it to come down, right? So because I think prices should if sellers are really active, they should come down to this support area. This is a little small shelf of support which is around 18,047 level, and before this support there is no pivot, no strong support. So in my opinion, that gradually it should come down. Now if it comes down in a one day, or it took the entire week to come here, that we'll see. But the expectation is that prices should correct from here for some time, and that would be more wise for Nifty to do. And when it comes down, we should wait for the right pattern to take the short entry. Now that's in the Nifty. Now let's see what Bank Nifty has done today. So Bank Nifty, same thing. After a straight move up, prices came down, right? They have they did not completely fill the gap here, so they are still above the gap, right? Pretty much they have done the same thing what Nifty did intraday. So expectations are same here. We can see that it has tested the it made the measured move. Expectation is that it should retest this area. If we can just draw, okay, so this is the nearest support zone in the Bank Nifty, and the lower band is around 39,358. So again, the expectation is that after this measured move, prices should either open in the zone or somewhere here. And this is to be noted that if prices open somewhere here, we have the resistance area to the left. So if prices open somewhere here, then we should wait for it for some failure pattern so that prices will move down and we can take appropriate short entry then. Now, another important point that I want you to see here is that Nifty mid cap index has is the weakest among the all. So it is down around 2.17%. So it has shown the weakness. The most it became the most weakest index in the pack. So which means that if you have stocks which belongs to this index in your portfolio, now this is the time that you should analyze your portfolio again, so that if there are stocks which are showing relative weakness, then either you should book your profits or you should reshuffle your portfolio, because this could be beginning of a down move. However, we are still in the uptrend. The averages still telling us that we are in a strong uptrend. This is just one big selling day that we have observed today. If we just draw a support zone in mid cap, so we have the nearest area here. So prices have reached, they have just moved down very hard. So this was the first down move in the morning, and then we have the second down move, right? And we did not see this kind of straight move to the downside either in Nifty or in Bank Nifty, which tells us that mid cap stocks are weaker, right? So this is to be taken care of. So so if you have stocks which are from the mid cap category, I think you should reanalyze them. That would be a wise thing to do, because we are at all time high. So that's it in this analysis. Hope you have enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, and please subscribe the channel. Do share your feedback. Thanks, and bye for now.